What's up? Welcome back. 2025 was an absolutely phenomenal year for lead actresses. This list was rich, uh, full of performances that's just profound, great, moved me. I whittled it down like I had my previous lists, and I'm actually glad that this list has 16 because I have somebody that would be questionable. And I have at least one person that would be like, isn't that technically just a streaming movie? I kind of put all my films together. I have two that you might be like, isn't that just, I don't know if they Oscar qualified. So, but they're films that were released in this year. And I have them on here somewhere. Uh, yeah, so, uh, I mean, the list of performances that I ended up cutting from this. Um, I mean, some people may legitimately end up getting an Oscar nomination. I cut Kate Hudson because while I like her performance, I also listen to those in the disability community, and I've heard some who have mobility disabilities have issues with her performance. So I just chose not to put her here. I really wanted to put Sarah Chow here for Bring Her Back, but ultimately I had a couple child performers here, and I went with one. I It's tough. I didn't want to pop you. There were a lot of youth performers here that were excellent this year. Sarah Chow would Bring Her Back. Sophia Sloane from Dust Bunny. Madeline McGraw from Black Phone 2. I mean, like, they were all on my short list, but I picked one who is not one of those three. Um, so this, yeah, it was a hard block of cuts to make to create this list. And it's my list. This is my list. I'm not giving Oscars, so this is just how I feel about these performances. So, top 10 best performances by a leading actress of 2025. And honorable mentions are Lucy Liu for Rosemead, which is actually currently in theaters. So if you have a chance to check it out, you should. I think it's the best thing she's ever done in her career, ever, in anything, ever. Uh, Nobody has ever asked her to do anything that remotely close to Rosemead. Um, so most of it is not in English, so make sure you get it with audio description because, but it is a very dark film and not the kind of thing you would expect Lucy Liu to be in. And I thought she killed it. I thought she was great. So, next up, Liz Larson for the Baltimoreans. I loved her in this. She's perfect. She's great. She's just effortless. It's like walking on air. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like it's this light performance. It's not as dark and as deep and as sad, and she doesn't yell and scream and like some of my other performances. But she did make me smile. I thought she was lovely in the Baltimoreans, and I really hope she goes on to do more things. I'd love to see more from Liz Larson in the future. Um, Last year, I had Keith Cuthbert in there for Ghostlight was my pick for Best Actor. And I felt like I could have done that this year with Liz Larson. It just didn't happen. But these performers, it's like, I hope. It's like IFC finds them, puts them in a movie. Where do they go? Am I ever going to see them again? So I hope people continue to cast Liz and things. Next up, Patricia Clarkson for Lily. I was sent this at the last minute. I have such a funny story about this. Something, for your consideration. I was like, Lily, I was like, oh, Patricia Clarkson's in a movie? Well, sign me up. And they looked like the publicity team, wanted to get in contact with me to see if I wanted to do any other than just a review. I was like, I don't really have that set up, but thank you. And also, the film doesn't have audio description. I'm a blind film critic, and then Ghost, like Casper, the friendly PR ghost, just flew away. Doesn't mean I don't love Patricia Clarkson in the movie. I mean, she's a character actress that we just don't say that enough too. lot of times we do that with character actresses. We're just like, yeah, you're here, and what do you mean? And she's fantastic in this. It's a true story of Lily Ledbetter, who um, faced just like decades of sexual harassment at while working at a company, and ended up going through a huge court case. And the movie's okay. It's kind of weird. It's on Netflix. It's like a docudrama, so they blend it with some documentary elements, but also a drama. But all the stuff that she's in, she's excellent. It's a wonderful performance. And she made my honorable mention list. Next up,
Cap page 31. Cap Barbie Cap Ferrera.
Barbie Ferreira.
Bob Cap Trevino Cap like
Bob Trevino likes it. Another sort of breakthrough-ish performance of the year. Hopefully we don't lose track of Barbie Ferreira. I thought this was an excellent performance. Her dad's an asshole, so she ends up finding like a surrogate father with the same name. It's a sort of winning, concept. French Stewart is like oddly fun in that dad role. I was like, that's what has happened to him. And John Leguizamo plays the Bob Trevino who becomes like like she knows that he is not her father, but it's just a different dynamic and relationship, and it opens up, and she finally gets something from, out of a relationship she's never been able to get before, which is, I don't know, honest in conversation, like empathy. It's very simple, but Barbie Ferreira does an excellent job with this film, so I kept her, and she's on my list. Next up,
Cap Anna Cap Sophia Cap Hager grammatical error.
Anna Sophia Heger, She Rides Shotgun. My child actress of the year. I'm still captivated by how she absolutely steals She Rides Shotgun. If you haven't seen She Rides Shotgun, she's fantastic in it. She's asked to do so much in that movie. And yes, the other lead actresses are all asked to do so many things. Oh God, there's so many lead actresses this year. Youth female actress in a film. Congratulations to all of you. Not just the actresses I named, but there's a young actress in The President's Cake. There's a young actress in Don't Let's Go to the Dogs Tonight. The actress that plays Lilo now, I thought she did a lovely job. We found a lot of wonderful, brilliant young actresses this year, possibly even more so than we found in the boy realm. While the kid from The Plague is excellent, Everett Blunk. Yeah, I was just my list was full of embarrassment of riches in terms of performances from youth actresses, and I didn't want that to be my list. I'm sorry, so I went with who I thought was the best of all of them, and that was Anna Sophia Heger. So check out She Rides Shotgun. Next up on my list, Sonequa Martin Green for My Dead Friend Zoe. If you have not seen this movie, it is a heartbreaking, wonderful movie about PTSD, veterans returning from combat, and generationally too, exploring this dynamic between Sonequa Martin Green has returned, and she went through something, and she's now having to take care of her grandfather, played by Ed Harris, who, different war, different type of PTSD, and different generation, a lot of bottling up, emotions and feelings. And she doesn't quite know how to express. So ultimately, what ends up happening is she sees her dead friend Zoe, the whole film, played by Natalie Morales, and is there to, and not in a horror movie way where like half of her head is missing the whole time. No, in a just like a best friendy type way, like the person that I talk, like an imaginary friend type of thing, having these conversations with somebody who's not really there. And Sonequa Martin Green is such an underrated talent. She constantly gets the weirdest, shittiest offers in TV shows that do not show off her ability. And I keep wanting her to get better roles, and this was a great role for her. I just don't think that many people noticed it. I saw a couple film critics go nuts for it when it came out, and then it just silently went away. It came out like February, and nobody talked about it again. But I didn't kick her off my list. She's an honorable mention, admittedly, but she's the last
Cap
one.
honorable cap mentions.
Now we're moving into the top 10. Are you ready? Gird your loins.
Cap Tessa Cap Thompson.
Tessa
Cap
Thompson for
Tessa.
Hedda, number 10. I usually go through the and say audio description. I'll do it at the end. I'm gonna do it at the end. I'm too far in. I'm too far in. Stay at the end, and I'll tell you how many times I've seen every movie and which ones have audio description. Tessa Thompson, Hedda. This is a great movie. I actually liked Hedda. I'm one of the few people. I should have tapped for The Hunt too, but I did drop. Julia Roberts was a drop for me. She's not higher on the list. I'm sorry. I'm like ruining surprises. There's no Julia Roberts. It's a lovely performance. I did like Tessa Thompson though. She played with that role. It was very like I don't know, it was conniving, it was smart, it was intelligent. She knew what she was doing. She was controlling and manipulating the situation. I love seeing that side of her. It's bold, and Tessa Thompson is chasing an Oscar that hopefully she'll get one day. It won't be for Hedda, even a nomination. I don't think she's going to get the nomination either, but at least she got a Golden Globe nomination for this. So we are expanding her reach, and hopefully one day I will hear the words Academy Award nominee Tessa Thompson, because she continues to choose smart projects that put her closer and closer to that goal. Number 9,
Cap Amanda Cap
Amanda
Seyfried.
Seyfried for The Testament of Anne Lee. I think this might be her best performance on film. I don't like the movie though. I don't. Uh, she has come a long way in terms of an actress, and honestly, it's not that I don't like some of her performances, but they're kind of light. The ones that I like the most of hers that are on film, like Letters to Juliet, yeah. And then she moved into musicals, and she's not right for Les Mis. She never needed to be in that film. Her voice is too light. It's too airy. It's too breathy. I'm glad she didn't get Glinda. She talked about how she, worked so hard and went through like 3 waves of auditions for that and didn't get it. Tessa Van Lee, she is pretty good at that like folksy type of music, that singer-songwriter stuff. She sang a little bit in Dear John back in the day. And so the type of music suits her voice better too. And the fact that she's been allowed to grow up in TV shows like The Dropout and um, Long Bright River, I think has really benefited her maturity in Testament of Anne Lee and the depth of her emotional journey. It's just so much richer. I mean, we wasted her first nomination on Mank. This should be her Oscar nomination. I think there's a less of an urgency to get her to a nomination because she has one. This should be her Oscar nomination. Mank was just, a David Fincher movie that opened during the pandemic, and people were like, "Oh, look at that! Isn't it shiny and pretty?" And it's like it's not that good. It's not his best movie. It's not Gary Oldman's best performance. It's not her best performance. It's no one's best work. It's just pandemic. So yeah, she has a performance. She has an Oscar nomination, but it should be for this. She's excellent. Anyway, number 8.
Cap June Cap Squib Cap Eleanor.
June Squibb for Eleanor the Great. I loved her in this. I loved her in Thelma. I just love June Squibb. I loved her in Palmer. Like the movie she did with Justin Timberlake, the Apple Plus movie. I thought she was great in that. And June Squibb is just a delight. And I know she's gonna break my heart. I can do math. You know what I'm saying? Like I know where she is in life. I know how old she is. I get it. There's a ceiling. There's a cap at some point. And I wish we had nominated her somewhere for Eleanor the Great because her Thelma reception was very. We should have gotten her in there for Thelma, and not enough people embraced that performance because she kind of does. That was kind of like a comedy. This one's a little bit more serious. It still has some comedy angles to it, but I think more people had like didn't like the film as much. I didn't have as many problems with the film. I thought Scarlett Johansson did an okay directorial debut. I kind of enjoyed the film. It's not stunning or breathtaking or anything like that, but June Squibb makes a lot out of it, and I adored her performance in this. And I just think she's an icon. So, moving up the list, number 7.
Cap Renee Cap Zellweger Cap.
Renee Zellweger for Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. I mentioned that there was a performance on here that I was like, I think people are going to be like, wait a minute, didn't she get like an Emmy nomination or something for that? This should have been a theatrical release. This is the best Bridget Jones movie since the first one. So I don't know. Like, this is, if you had told me at the beginning of the year that I was going to love a fourth Bridget Jones movie as much as I did, I would have been like, you, sir, go back to Crazyville, wherever you came from. Let me call the mental hospital you've escaped from. Uh, but I did. It's like, she's sort of in the same boat as Amanda Seyfried, where it's like, but Renee was a better actor, and already had greater, um, I, like an emotional depth earlier on. Amanda was coming out of like Mean Girls and Dear John and these like really like light movies. Nobody was really asking anything of her. But Renee Zellweger and Jerry Maguire moving into, things like Chicago and Cold Mountain and just, I don't know. So, but the Bridget Jones sequels don't really do much for her. The 2 and 3, they're just fine. They're fine. They're the extension of the franchise. I thought what she got to show, the stuff that they change in terms of the narrative for her, the new future that she faces, everything. She's older. She's in a different place. She's a mother. She's a widow. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything. It just brought out this beautiful performance from Renee Zellweger. Um, and I loved it. I don't know. I think Renee is getting better too. It's settling in for her. Everything is, all the dots are connecting, and she is, yeah. I kept her on the list. I don't care if it's a Peacock original or the fuck ever it was. This is one of my top 10 favorite performances by a leading actress this year. So, and you're gonna see another one that's gonna blow your mind in a minute. So next up, and I'm on 6.
Cap Taraji Cap P.
Oh yeah, next up,
Straw.
Taraji P. Henson for Straw. Yeah, I'm doing it. I don't give two shits what anybody says. She is all over this film. Taraji P. Henson is like bleeding for this movie. It's an insane performance. She is just, it's a lot. It is a lot. Um, Tyler Perry doesn't deserve her. But she goes through the ringer in this, and it is a reminder that Taraji has talent for days. Taraji can walk into a shitty Tyler Perry movie and command it and own it and make you go, this movie doesn't make a damn bit of sense. But by God, and I think she elevates the cast around her. Sherry Shepherd is not the kind of person. I had her on my honorable mention for supporting actress. I was like, that's the best thing she's ever done in her entire career. I left off Tiana Taylor because I had her on there for One Battle After Another instead. But Tiana was also good in that film. So she got these other performances out of these other actresses too. And I'm sure Tyler was just sitting back, just, I don't know, what the fuck does he do when he directs things? Does he just pass out? Like, it feels like he passes out. It feels like he doesn't really direct, and he like, it's, every film is like an experiment. Like, he secretly sneaks like a, I don't know, like a middle school film student or something in there, and is like, why don't you try? What would you do with this scene? And like, they're all like learning experiences for somebody who has never done anything before, not for somebody who's on like their 30th movie. It's just, uh, so yeah, this, without Taraji P. Henson, if he had cast one of his random Tyler Perry Studios treasure trove of actresses that just stumble into other movies like Duplicity, Straw would have sucked. Taraji made it excellent. So she's on my list as one of the best actresses of the year. And I don't even think it's not the best film of the year. I gave it like a 7 point something, and that was like mostly Taraji. Most there were problems with the plot. I'm not saying Straw's a great movie, but damn. Anyway, number 5 is
Cap Emma Capstone.
Emma
Misspelled
Stone
Cap
for
Begonia.
Begonia. I would not vote for her for an Oscar because she can take some time off. But yeah, I love the performance. I love Begonia. I do not think it's her best work. While I think I like Begonia better, I do think she was better in Poor Things. I think Poor Things gave her more to do. She's just really good in Begonia, but she's really good in a lot of things. So she picks the right projects. This Meryl Streep thing that we do where we give somebody like 19 nominations, I don't think we need to do that. We can spread the love. There are plenty of people this year that are competitive, that are doing their best work of their careers, and they're not going to get nominations. And it's because they're in smaller films and nobody's paying any attention to them. But Emma Stone might get like another nomination because she's backed by Focus. That's weird. Like Lucy Liu is doing by far the best performance of her career in a film being distributed by Vertical Entertainment. So, Fox Searchlight is having a really rough year getting Testament of Family in front of people and being like, look at her, Black Bear with Sydney Sweeney, right? Can't get that anywhere to show up anywhere. But by God, if you sign on to Focus Features, even though they have Jessie Buckley, they will still run an excellent campaign for Emma Stone, even though she doesn't need one. But yeah, she's lovely, beautiful, brilliant, talented, all the things I could possibly say. And this is her honest placement. I honestly believe she's the fifth best of the year, which would and should mean that I would vote for her for an Oscar. I voted for other places, nominated her in some of the other things I vote for because they're not Oscars. I just don't want to see her with an Oscar nomination this year for Begonia. I'm sorry, Emma. Number 4. Sydney Sweeney for Christy. Yeah, this is kind of a hell of a performance. She really goes through the ringer here. If you've watched my previous lists, you would note that this is not the first time I've said Christy. Movie is complex. I don't think it's one of my favorite movies of the year, but it turned out some great performances, though. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but I did give Best Ben Foster supporting actor, and Merritt Weaver's on my supporting actors list. So while I couldn't give Sydney Sweeney the number 1 spot, I'm very impressed by her acting in this, and kudos. So I, wish her all the best moving forward. In terms of, she had a couple films this year: Americana, Housemaid. It's a good year for her. The other one too, Eden. She was in Eden. So yeah, we had a lot of Sydney Sweeney this year. She was all over the place. She was all over the last half of the year. She was sort of like Josh O'Connor, but just like in a lot of films that I don't think everybody saw. Like not many people saw Americana or Eden, but they saw Housemaid. That's doing well at the box office. So yeah. Anyway, next up, number 3. Jennifer Lawrence, Die, My Love. Die. This is a complicated film not everybody likes. I get that. It's a weird film. Lynn Ramsey makes weird films. I actually think this is the most accessible film she's made so far, to be totally honest. Go watch We Need to Talk About Kevin and You Were Never Really Here, and tell me you want to watch those movies again. I've seen Die, My Love twice. It is at least, if not more pleasant to rewatch. It's not such a guttural experience as the other 2 films. It's possible the other 2 films are better, but Lynn Ramsey is good at crafting a film that supports a performance, maybe 2. Like, somebody comes out of a film looking phenomenal. Joaquin Phoenix came out of You Were Never Really Here. Great performance. Tilda Swinton in We Need to Talk About Kevin. Great performance. Ezra Miller also. I don't think we talk about Ezra anymore, but they were fantastic and We Need to Talk About Kevin. They were. I'm not gonna take that away from them. It's in the past. It happened. So Lynn Ramsey did it again here. Jennifer Lawrence is fantastic. Robert Pattinson is pretty good. Sissy Spacek's really good. You know, it's I when we came into this year with Jennifer Lawrence and Die My Love, I was like, I don't know, do we need another Jennifer Lawrence? It's sort of like the Emma Stone thing. It's like, do we need another nomination? I don't like need Jennifer Lawrence to get a nomination for this. There are so many actresses this year that are doing great work, and it would be their first nomination. And it's like she's not gonna win. But she's my number three. So, and she's just all over the film. I mean, the stuff that Jennifer Lawrence is willing to do, she's naked like half the time. She's just crawling around. I don't know. It's a commitment to a very eccentric performance, and um, Mother didn't work for me. This does. I don't know why. You know, I don't know. So my runner up for Best Actress of 2025. This was so hard. They should be tied. They're like, it's, you know who these top two are. Don't look at me. I did not buck the trend. I don't have some weird ass performance up here at the top. They are the same two actresses who have dominated the entire season, because I agree they should be dominating the entire season. And trying to put one over the other is a Sophie's choice. So it could change any day of the week, but right now I'm gonna go with number two,
Cap
Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. I it's so close. It is so close for me. I oh I on any day of the week, depending on when I nominate this category, it ends up being like Jessie first and then Rose second, and then the next time it'll be like Rose first, Jessie second. I can't make up my mind, but for purposes of this list, I have to. I could tie them. I could do whatever I want on this list. I could have 10 people tied for Best Actress, but I try not to do too many ties, and I already did one for Worst Picture of the Year, so Jessie Buckley is amazing in Hamnet. Stunning, gorgeous, just amazing. Just uh she feels every inch of that film, and you feel every inch of her feeling every inch of that film. She is all over that film. She is the film, she is the moment. But so is my number one, Rose Byrne, and If I Had Legs I'd Kick You. She is all over that film. She feels every inch of that film. You feel all of her, and they're they should both win Oscars. It's been a long time since we've had a tie, and I would be super happy if Rose Byrne and Jessie Buckley both won Oscars. Like, that would be amazing. Amazing. Great performances. These two ladies. There's a gap between them and the rest of my list. Like, I love all the rest of the actors on my list, and some of the actresses are firing on all cylinders, but Rose and Jessie just took me to like a next level this year. I put Rose above Jessie. Rose is technically my best actress for 2025. Jessie's my number two. But tomorrow, Jessie might be my number one. Rose will be my number two. Next week, it might flip again. The week after that. It just depends. Anyway, so let's go through the list, and I'll tell you what has audio description. Okay, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, I've seen once. It has audio description. Hamnet I've seen twice, has audio description. Die My Love I've seen twice, has audio description. Christy I've seen once, it has audio description. Begonia I've seen twice with audio description. Straw once with audio description. Bridget Jones Mad About the Boy twice with audio description. Eleanor the Great once has audio description. Testament of Anne Lee once has audio description. I haven't heard it, but I mean, it's playing in theaters with audio description. Hedda twice with audio description. My Dead Friend Zoe once with audio description. She Rides Shotgun twice with audio description. Bob Trevino Likes It once, no audio description. That's sad. I am unaware of an existence of audio description for this movie. So, sad. Lily, no audio description. Sorry, once.
Capless Cap Larson Cap.
The
Misspelled
Baltimoreans,
Cap
once with
Baltimoreans.
audio description.
Cap Lucy Cap Blue Cap.
And
Rose Cap
Rosemead, I do believe, has audio description. Although with Vertical, it's like a 50-50. I saw it without. It was given to me as a screener. So it's part of the reason why she's an honorable mention, if I'm being really honest, because it's half the performance is not in English. So she made it onto my honorable mention list with half the performance. And then once you know what the film is about and what her character's going through, it's really hard not to connect the dots. So, hopefully it's playing with audio description. I haven't looked. Yeah, so those are the things on the list. I actually reached out to because I saw Bob Trevino likes it on like Hulu, just outside of the FYC season. And then when it came around and there was actually like a rep behind it, I emailed them back and I was like, yeah, I've already seen this, but does it have audio description that I could hear? Like I would love to take an accessible screener. Crickets. Fucking crickets. So, um anyway, that's it. That's the list. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you guys on the other side.